Hello, Warren Muggleson again here, and welcome to the rowing vlog. First of all, if you're coming here for the first time, then welcome. There's a link in the description all about me and myself and rowing. If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. It's great to see you. Great to see it shared so many times on Twitter. It's great to see all that. Great to see some views as well, which is more than I could have imagined. So thank you very much for that. Now I know you've probably noticed the presence of facial hair, but we'll just have to move past that. Something I'm trying, maybe a little bit of stubble. And also you'll probably have noticed the title of this vlog as well. And I will get into that, but I'm going to tease you a little bit about it as well. So I wanted to stay on and I'll explain the meaning of the title as I get to the end of this vlog. But to start off with, it was a very busy weekend in the rowing world. Starting off over in Sarasota for the World Rowing Masters. And it was a brilliant event, amazing weather. Saw loads of activity on Twitter for it. Obviously Chinook performance on both the men's and women's club trophy sections, so they did really well. But of course we had some British contingent over there as well. Starting off at Dart Totnes, the powerful combination of Rod Stewart and Peter Atkinson. Second in the men's E-double sculls on day one, time of 3 minutes 34. I mean, if you've heard my commentary before, you'll know I love a good music pun. So I'm sure they couldn't have tried any more, for those of you Rod Stewart fans. And also Durham as well, same event. Fourth in their final, 3 minutes 51. Big name to look out for though from Thames Rowing Club, Till Andreessen. Of course, entered this event. Third in the men's C singles, 3 minutes 53, which is very impressive. And also competed in the offshore championships earlier this year. So probably one to watch out for in the Masters season again. Of course, Putney as well had some contingent out there. The men's singles as well. Edward Boileau, 3 seconds off a win. So close. I mean, that's what these guys are doing. They're doing really well. They're up there competing with the huge contingent that they had from America, New Zealand, Australia, across the world. These guys are right up there with them. And also, of course, Strathclyde, Carol Wallace, big shout out there. It's the Strathclyde club. They do brilliantly in their women's B Cox's pairs. They won by 1 second. It was such close racing out there in Sarasota. Amazing to see. And of course my own club Lee as well, Martin down there. Men's E single sculls, 5th on day 3. So a lot of British scullers who competed throughout the tournament. It was great to see. I think one of them even got an open 4 out, which was amazing. So that was really good. Yeah, so great time down at Sarasota. Lots more to come from the Masters this season as well. There'll be so many more races, and I'll be keeping a track of those as best I can. But of course, if you want to have your own comments, then head down to the comments section below. Of course, another interesting race that took place this weekend is the 13th Arab Rowing Championships. Took place in Algeria. So obviously Tunisia were big in that last time, but we'll wait to see the results of that. But of course I think the most important thing is Africa taking on the sport of rowing and really giving it a go. 13th time they're doing this regatta, starting to show the authority of the sport over there. Of course a bit close to home, looking at junior, but very junior, got the Durham Autumn Sprints. Of course the sprints is a new event that's coming to the sport. Short distances, lots of power, really sort of varying the sport. I'm trying to make it more exciting, but it really did that. The 507 metre courses out down at Durham. Of course, also the other event that they had there was the Omnium. Now you've probably seen this at the British Rowing Junior Championships. Basically an event which is testing sculling skills for young scullers. So you have to stand up in the boat, do movement with their blades, try and get to the catch. They have to catch at certain times. Basically try to avoid falling in the water while doing the most extreme thing that they can. So I wanted to start a little debate, actually. I don't know if I can get a catch for debate time, but debate. So do you think that the Omnium, does it help these scullers build their skills, or is it perhaps wasting time that they should be using on fitness and endurance? So I want to know what you think. So make sure you pop into the comments and leave your thoughts and opinions there, and also share it out on Twitter as well. Okay, so that was then the juniors in the Omnium. Of course, 2 long distance sculling events this weekend as well. Cambridge Small Boats Head and Wallingford long distance sculls. Cambridge, of course, really dominated by Lee Rowing Club. Lots of the elite men were taking part in that because the programme there is split into sort of elite, intermediate development squads. The elite men are growing throughout the year, so they really took this event by storm. The question is though, can they take it to the next level? Can they break through? Obviously a quarter final at the Thames Challenge Cup at Henley we saw in the summer, so they'll be really trying hard to see if they can get through to the semi-finals this time. And they're putting themselves in a really strong position with pretty much top finishes in about 4 or 5 categories down at Cambridge, so really impressive from them. But something really interesting from Wallingford, look, going back into junior sculling here. So in the short courses, which is about 2,000 metres, fastest time was about 7 minute 57 from a Henley J15 4. But the second fastest time is 7 minutes 58, only 1 second away, was a double scull for junior 15 from Star and Arrow. So they will probably be ones to watch out for, I'd say, as we look at the junior events coming this winter and going into the regatta season. So certainly one to watch out for. The junior programme at Star and Arrow really starting to shine through now. And of course on the long course, it's a foreboding sign for any junior 18 boys, because St Paul's School were absolutely smashing it again in the open quads. And pretty much in the open quads event, they would have had 1, 2, 3 were it not for a Radley squad coming second. So they're looking really strong once again. So it looks like there's a lot for Bobby Thatcher, the head coach, there to think about. And obviously in the women's, it was a case of, if we're thinking about women's, thinking about Diamond Jubilee sculls, thinking about Henley Women's Regatta, might even be looking at Henley versus Headington this year. I mean, they were the top ones in the Cox's quads in the earlier division. Then the afternoon, though, looks like Headington might have the advantage. They had 4 single sculls, top 4 in the Junior 18 women's single sculls events. Goffard, Granger, Van Olsen and Marks. Really, really strong there, so one to watch out for. Of course, looking a bit further along, going into northwest on the border with Wales, going to Runcorn Autumn, 4.5 kilometre course. And it was a chance for King's School Chester actually to show what they're made of. Open Junior 15 single sculls, top 4 there. And also looking at University, the University of Liverpool women have started their season strongly. Obviously a few unlucky runs at Henley Women's Regatta, perhaps their time is coming. Open 4, averaging about 5 minutes per kilometre, so somewhere to build on. But these are the kind of events that you want to be finding out where your weaknesses are, so you can start building on them. So it looks like a great start there for University of Liverpool, and of course anyone at University. Go and join your rowing club. I mean, I did it at Warwick, it was brilliant. You'll find so many great people, you'll get to travel the country, possibly even travel the world, doing this sport, and just give it a go. If you're there and you're there at these sports, freshers, just sign up, put your name down. Even if you only do it for like a week, do it all, however long you do it. It will be brilliant and you will not regret it, I can guarantee that. But yeah, the last event we look at is the York Autumn Head. Another 4.5 kilometre course, looking at sculls, and really dominated by York City themselves. Fastest York quad, about 16 minute 48, so looking very impressive there. Of course, they had some interesting crews at Henley Women's this year. Aspirational quad that got knocked out by very strong opposition, but they had double sculls that did really well in the junior events, and they got to the semi-finals, so something to watch out for. York City women really starting to build up that programme there. So that was it from a very, very busy weekend of rowing. So I'll bring you back now. Obviously, if you've missed anything or anybody you want to point out yourselves, put it in the comments or give me a shout on Twitter. It's @WMuggleton. I'll put that in the description as well for you. But the last thing I want to finish on is that title. So obviously the title says, Sir Matthew Pinsent, thank you. Now you probably saw that and thought it'd be like a homage to the great sculler himself, the gold medal winning boat race sculler, who's now an umpire part of the senior board at Henley Regatta. But the reason for that is because I got a little message from him on Twitter. So as you know, I put the vlog out on Twitter, better say that right, and I got a reply from the illustrious Matthew Pinsent, and it said, I'll put it on the bottom, a strong t-shirt and water bottle choice. Obviously I had Henley today, University rowing. Good luck, sir. So thank you very much, Sir Matthew Pinsent. We're going to keep trying doing as much as I can, covering all these races. I'm going to be trying going down possibly even an interview if you're around, Sir Matthew Pinsent. That would be amazing. Obviously, if you guys want to hear from anybody else, then let me know. Comments, once again. So yeah, that's it for another vlog for this week. Remember, comments. I want to hear from you on the Omnium debate. I want to hear what you think. Share this vlog as well. We want to spread this out in the rowing community. Get everybody talking about this sport. And also just get in touch as well if you've got an amazing story, or if you want to give your club a bit more of a shout out. Let me know. Link in description to my bio, my contact details. And I think that'll do it for a day. Guys, I will see you in a week's time.